Hello, this is Anton from Slexin. In this video, I'm gonna show you about testing the Mattermost website with Perfecto. This part is about PC testing. For testing, I use two methods, manual and scriptless. Let's start with manual testing. Go to the web section. I will use the device on Windows 11. As a browser, I will choose Google Chrome of the latest official version and Full HD screen resolution. Okay, let's start. Let's open the Mattermost website. We can only use the browser version, so we click View in Browser. Next, we need to log in. I will change the channel to another one in which I can write messages freely. Let's test the capabilities of the message input panel. I will try to switch the visibility of the group of formatting buttons. Let's enter a welcome message. Highlight this message and add bold and italics to the font. Now let's remove the italics. Okay, here we tested the text selection and the work of the Mattermost script with the selection. Let's add a smiley to the end of the message. As we can see, the menu has opened. We can also use scroll. Now let's choose some smiley. As you can see, Perfecto can interact with the scrolling. Let's press the preview button. With Perfecto we can also interact with the clipboard. Let's copy the text from the notepad that is locally on my PC and paste it into the message. Now let's send a chat message using Enter on the keyboard. Okay, we have looked at the clipboard and the response to using the keyboard. In addition to pasting, Perfecto can process both copying and cutting, and the results of these operations are stored in the shared clipboard, and the local computer will see these changes. Let's save a screenshot for reporting purposes. For this, click button. Now let's check the slash commands. When you enter a slash, a list appears. Let's scroll this list. Choose a slash command. Let's check the drop-down list of selected inputs. Okay, generally, we see that the system copes with basic browser operations. Let's also check the capabilities of the browser. Let's press the F12 button, and we see how the developer panel has opened. All possibilities of working with the panel are similar to working on a local computer. Well, we have considered the possibilities of manual testing. Let's finish our test. For this, click on the Finish button. If we do not want to save the results, this checkbox should be selected. Let's save our test as passed. Enter the name of the test. If after this test we want to immediately start a new one, then we need to expand to a special menu and select this button. Let's complete our test without creating a new one. So, let's look at scriptless testing. Let's create a new project and name it Mattermost project. Insert a link to the site and choose the device settings the same. One project can have many tests. In this video I will record only one test. The left panel shows a list of commands. As soon as we create a new test, a breakpoint is created at the finish command. This means that we have reached the final command, but the test itself is not finished yet. To exit the test, you need to click on hand icon. In this case, the breakpoint will be removed, and the program will execute further commands until the next breakpoint or exit. For now, we won't remove the breakpoint. Let's create a command. We need to simulate a click on the View in Browser button. Click on this button. We see a list of actions that we can perform with this button. If you click on the cross, the panel will close. We need to click on the mouse icon, then the command to click on the View in Browser button will follow. Okay, let's fill in the data. You should click on the input field and then enter the text. Now you need to press Enter to your keyboard. After that, a text input command appears in the left panel. Now let's enter a password. If you make a mistake when entering text, you can change it. Let's change the value of the email field. To do this, click on the command, expand additional information about it, enter a new value, and click the button for additional information again. The command has changed, but we do not see visual changes, and the value in the email field has remained the same. To display the changes, you need to restart the test. You cannot restart the test, but manually change the value of the field. First, you need to turn off the recording of actions. Now all your actions are not saved in the general list of commands. Let's change the value of the field. Now we can enable activity recording again. If you want to remove the command, you will also need to restart the test or manually change the details. So, let's log in to account. Perfecto offers flexible testing functionality. You can use actions like scroll, drag and drop. You can also perform browser actions, such as reloading the page. Let's use a scroll as an example. To do this, select the area within which we will scroll. Then select the scroll command in the additional menu. Enter the required parameters. You can also add commands using the Add Step button. Then you select the desired group of commands and fill in the required parameters. So let's complete our test. To do this, remove the endpoint. We can run our test, then all commands will be reproduced by the script. Let's move on to the canvas section. It is convenient to set up commands in the canvas. In Canvas we can group commands. To do this, hold down Shift and select the commands you want to group. Click on the Create Group button. Let's enter the name user data. Now we have created a separate test with two commands. In this test we refer to another test. This is how grouping happens. To view the contents of a group, select it and click on the Drill to Test button. We will make sure that the email and password from the Mattermost are not stored on the Perfecto website. To do this, we will create context variables. First, you need to create an Excel document locally. Write down your account information here. The first column is for the email, and the second is for the password. Table header content can be anything. Let's select the email command and replace the value with the context variable. Set the name of the variable. We will do the same with the password. Now let's go back to main test and we can run it. In the test run settings, you need to paste the created Excel file as input data. So, we got acquainted with how to test sites using Perfecto. That's all for now. Thank you for watching and have a good day.